Hello, welcome back everyone. When last we left off, I was trying to figure out how to get this running, but you can already hear that it is running now. And pretty much all I had to do was just some quick gear ratios, run through here on a bunch of cogs for this pump. It is now sitting above what it's needed for water. Same for size, and I knocked a few pieces off of what I had actually added onto there. And then I further wrapped this around into a belt cog setup to be able to get lava pumped into it. All of these blazes are happily drinking their lava and giving me plenty of stress units. 147,000. Now, over here, I went ahead and carved out a nice room that I hope will be large enough for me to put in at least the iron farm, maybe also the cobble farm. If not, I'll find somewhere else for the cobble farm. And speedometer I don't need, that's moving at 256. I already sped that up, but we've got 145,000 stress units available to us. So let's see here. Let me throw this rotten flesh in here with the other stuff that I don't need. Grab some shafts, belts, crushing wheels. And let's see, I didn't make any drills yet, did I? Haha, silly me. Alright, so let's grab this. I think that's what I need for the drills. Oh, that's not drill. Drill. Yeah, 3 andesite alloy, 1 iron ingot. Okay, so it's not these, it's these. Alright. So let's see. I need 5 of these per machine, so I'm going to need a total of 10. Right? Yeah. Oh, wait. No, I need 10 for the thing. Okay, I'm going to have to pause up and think about this for a second. I've forgotten how I built my machine before. But let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 belts long. Actually, let's go ahead and make that 7, just so I've got some room for offloading things. Andesite funnels, that's what else I needed. Do I have a chunk of those left? I do. So let's just grab 5 of these. I needed the 10 drills for 1 machine. I'm fairly certain. Whoops. Okay, so there's my 5 andesite funnels. Should all be pointed toward the belt. Quick right click on the wrench will spin that back around for you. And I'm going to need the 5 cobblestone. If you shift click, you can actually put it on top of there, and I completely missed. Did I not even build this high enough? Let's see. I had drills on this side and this side, so actually this is going to have to be moved over 1 more. That is easy enough done. At least 1 more. Probably, let's move it over 2 more. So it was there. Let's put it here. Now this isn't going to be the fastest build for a iron farm, but it is going to work. Especially for a person like me who goes AFK often. Okay, leave the first one. Dougie dreams. Not sure if she's coming up over the mic, but she's over here growling at something in her sleep. Alright. I'm going to need more in-case chain drives also to be able to do this, but that is fine. I don't even know if I've got any trapdoors or anything on me. I do not. I already had cobblestone in here, but let's see. So that's going to be the basics of cutting everything down. Across the top I need let's just go ahead and use some stone. I can use this to get myself higher up. Oh well, I'm going to have to fill this back in if I'm wanting to keep it, because of course it's going to open all kinds of holes, but let's see here. Just want to make sure that the lava, when I put it there, is held into place. And I'm still going to have to go get lava, but I've got a source marked. Okay, there we go. That is not what I'm trying to do. I'm going to have to come in from the top, which fortunately I can, to be able to get my lava in there. And maybe from the top I can get some of this other stuff. Where is that? There it is. Alright, so got that laid round. And yeah, I can get in here from the top. That's going to work great. Go ahead and sleep through this night. And I've got 4 buckets total. So it'll take a couple of trips, but this will work fine. Don't mind this door over here. I just had an extra one, so I decided to shove it in there. Let's go ahead and get an infinite water supply over here. That'll be useful at some point. But for right now, here, lava pool. Oh, I did not like that teleportation. But here we go. At some point I'm going to have to come in here and pump out of this lava lake, just so it's not all flowing like that. That is the wrong place. This is my cave home. I need to be going to the Stony Peaks. All the teleporting sounds. Okay. Back upstairs to be able to put in 4 of these. Let's just go ahead and break that open too. I want to be able to see the whole thing. So I can just nice and easily drop this lava in here. Now I need 1 more bucket of lava, so let's just go grab that. Lava pool, not to be confused with Liverpool. And I did it again. So that teleporting noise is actually getting annoying to me now. And I like the waystones. Alright. Don't fall in the lava. Replace the lava. Alright, so there's all of the lava in. And we'll just cover that up like nothing ever happened. Alright. Now I do still need trapdoors so I can drop water in there, so yeah, I have some oak. Let's just get 12 of these. Trapdoors, I don't make them often enough, but that's it, right? Yeah. So that'll be 8 of them. That should be enough, right? So what, one on the side. These need to be set up there. And now I've got to hope I can still get water in there. Because I don't think I can actually do it from the back, can I? We shall see. Be ready to pick it right back up if this doesn't work. Oh, it does work. Okay. Awesome. And I can even tell which ones I've done and which ones I haven't. They got a nice blue line on them. All right, one more bucket of water. So this episode today is probably going to be a bit on the longer side, because I want to make sure I get this done. Now, looking at this, I'm probably going to need even more room that direction. If I have to go and start carving that, I will make sure to pause the video and go do that. With any luck, these won't be trying to catch fire because they're right there next to water. As soon as the lava starts rolling in. Okay. So we need to start moving power around. Close that door. I'm definitely going to need more gearboxes and stuff. So let's just go ahead and get some of those. I can make 2 more chain drives with what I already have. Okay. These 14 should be enough. Oops. That is not how I wanted you to go. Continue on the same way you were. And back here. I'll have to break this out for a shaft to link these two. So it's just... There we go. And yeah, that'll work great. I can connect a belt here, and that will have the belt spinning to spin these drills. Alrighty. I only have 2 encased chain drives. I'm going to need, again, more of those because this is going to have fans on the belt, and those will be helpful. Okay, I don't like having that hole up here, so let's just sneak in and fix that while making sure not to crush my lava and get rid of it. There we go. Just definitely need the lava. Alright, also going to need more gearboxes. Grand total of 10. That should work out pretty well. I can make more cogs if I need them. Actually, if you were to look in here, whoops, this is actually just a gear ratio as usual here. I didn't expect it to break so immediately. Alright, so this should be functional if I just pull the power round that way. Okay, I like that. That's actually already going the right way. So let's see, that to there. That to there. As we see, that's working pretty nice. Now let's just cut that power right there. Yeah. Decent bit of cobble very quickly. That drawer is actually already full, so I'll have to worry about that at some point. But let's see here. I want a chest of some kind. Actually, I could just use this oak drawer. If you look at the trim there, you can pop that off. So let's put the drawer here so I can see it this way. I still have andesite funnels in here. So one of those on there. I'm going to need a brass funnel on the way out though. Whoops. Pay no attention to the guy messing up. Let's throw these in here. Brass funnels. So let's see. That should be enough room for the crushing wheels. So it's that there. I still have my crushing wheel set up back at the home base, or back at the cave base as well. Where did I put the crushing wheels? There. No, just like over there, this is all going to be turning proper direction because of that setup. All right. And then off on this end. Yeah, let's actually just go ahead and change this dirt for cobble and just have cobble here. It is a cobble generator and such. Alright, now I also happen to have a gravel over here. So we want this loading up. This should always be exactly 64. And it will be the same thing over here, exactly 64. Whoops. Oof, a little bit of lag. Oh, it's facing the wrong way, that's why it won't let me change how many comes out at a time. Okay, you should always be 64. Let's just go ahead and throw these back in here. Yeah, I guess I should put down a belt first. I ran out of shafts. Okay, this is going to have to be a shorter belt. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some fixing of things, it looks like. So this actually needs to come back one more, and a gearbox there should have it going the correct direction. I absolutely could be wrong. Let's just go ahead and turn this on for a moment, see what happens. Oh, helps if I connect this as well. Otherwise, this can't try to do anything. Okay, yeah. Looks like that is all working correctly. I will put all this gravel back in its drawer. And it's already sitting at 507. It was like 100 and something when I started. Okay. So we want another stop here. This is going to be gravel coming out and being washed. So we also want, let's put it under here, a bucket of lava under here and a flint offshoot. So that'll be a smart chute that I'll be using there. Lava pool. There we go. Maybe one of those had to still have lava in it. Stony Peaks this time. Let's not take the wrong direction. I guess technically I could have pulled it out of here. I'm being asinine. We all get to be asinine sometimes. Okay, there's that. I need smart shoot. And do I have flint anywhere? I do not at this moment, but I can fix that. Let's just... Actually, is this recipe in the pack at all? No. Didn't think so. Didn't remember putting it in. Oh, right. This is a silk touch shovel. So that's not going to work. But this is a fortune axe. Haha. Do that. Set this to any. Alright, that should let all of that down. Wow, I got so much gravel on me. Do not want the gravel. Okay. And I think actually let's... What does it take to get a compacting drawer? Piston, drawer, stone. I think I actually have everything I need for this. So it's just... get some of this. Make a chest. Because I'll need that. Let's see. Compacting drawer. Set up here. And I burned up all of my nuggets, but I can get some more to throw in here. Compacting drawer, you let in nuggets. There we go. The flint gets dropped there. Well, you know what? Let's move this back one. Llamas. You are annoying. Because I just remembered I can do something to make this actually work the way I want it to. There. Nugget. Okay. And then if I grab my wrench and I right click this, that will go full belt, a full block size. So everything will stop right here and then be let through into its two different directions. Iron nuggets here, flint down here. So now I need a couple of fans. Let's actually move this to the other side to give me a little bit more room to work over there. That'll all still go the same direction. But now I can put in 4 fans right here. Yeah. So do I have fans currently? I do not. So what am I going to need for 4 fans? Bunch of sheets and stuff. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think I have everything else I need on me. So let's see. I want 4 of you. which means, of course, I'm going to need 6 chain drives. So I need 4 more of those. At least. Alright. So these need to be sitting right here. The fans. Why is... You silly creature. Yeah, let's just you need to be fixed. Okay, there we go. And I suppose I want to turn this around too, if I ever want to be able to just look into it and see how many I've got. At some point I do need to put a quantity drawer over there. That's going to need to be a little higher. Okay, chain drives. Now I really hope that these will be going in the right direction here. And there's only one way to find out. That's to kick everything off. But let's go ahead and see if I can get some water in here first. I need 4 buckets. And actually I'm going to need more trapdoors. Oh hey, I've got 2 more trapdoors. That should keep the water from flowing in, right? Yeah, that's in the same block space. Too bad I can't just hold the buckets into the rain and get it. Not have to run all the way over here. But it is what it is. Technically I could just use 2 buckets of water flowing down, but again, I like to keep as little flowing water in lava as possible. Alright, I need another trapdoor or something. Yeah, or something. Let's just go ahead and... Is that going to let items through still? It should, right? Let's see. Let's kick this on and see what happens. I don't want to jump up on top of that. Okay, that is going the wrong way, so we can fix this pretty quickly with a gearbox. Alright. There we go. And that should get me some water here soon, or some nuggets here soon. And can I flip this down and actually look at things? Kind of, sort of, not really. Okay, that is washed. But it's not letting things through. Alright, we turn this off. I'm going to get a clutch for that, so I don't have to keep breaking things, but for right now... Okay, so I was right the first time. I want this to be on the belt up here. So that chute is right here. And there goes everything to be burned. So let's just break that. Move it back over here. Actually, I need a nugget out of it first. So put this here. And then I guess instead of that, we've got a brass funnel. And a brass funnel. Hit that. And you grab any that are coming through. Alright. Now I have this trapdoor. Let's just... Oh, that's not where I wanted you. Where'd you go? I want you, Mr. Trapdoor, to be right there. There we go. Now I can come over here and look at things better. And let's see, what do I need for a clutch? Because I don't have one yet. I'll make a copper clutch, of course. I've already got everything I need on me except a little bit of redstone. Oh, I forgot to drop this back down. So now that'll go in as soon as it's ready. And I have a lever in here. Yep. Alright. So let's see here. Oh wait, I do want a block here in case things try to shoot past. So I have 4 iron ingots thus far. Let's see how things work. 5 iron ingots. There we go. This is working. I have an iron farm. I also have a thunderstorm. Let's just sleep through that. Alright, so I was hoping this was going to have enough room for me to set up a block maker as well, but it looks like what I've got for now is an iron farm, and I'll take it. Like, need tons of iron in this mod, well, in this mod pack. Alright, I am pleased with this. Now let's go ahead and case it up, make it look nicer. Goodness, that comes through quick. I like it. I like this a lot. Oh, that doesn't work now. Okay, I think I've got a fix for that. Let's just get another trapdoor. And then I'll put one there, break that. And put one there. Somewhere there wound up being a cobble. I don't think I got it. I don't know, maybe I did. So it does not appear to be doing anything over here. So I actually don't need that one. Alright, 21 iron already. Like, this is doing pretty nice. I like it. This is still backing up. Now, as it stands right now, this shuts off the entire thing. Try to think how I could keep everything else running while shutting off just the cobble generator. Don't have any ideas just yet. So if you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and hit that like button down below. And if you're wanting to see what else I get up to, there's always that subscribe button. Until next time, have a good one.